Okay guys, so we will continue our class for the loops from B section B. Last time we left here. So let's look at the string repeater. Means in your function there is a string, right? You're passing string and the number, correct? To data. Always look for a data, right? This is a string, this is number. And now here if you read through, it says write a function string repeater with parameter, because when you have two data, that will be string and number parameter. Fine. So that accepts a string and number as an argument. The function should return new string. This is important, right? A new string consisting of str repeated number of times, right? Means this one repeats this time. That should be our output. So let's solve this. So we have to repeat, right? Basically 4 times need to repeat to make this queue, right? To make this queue repeat 4 times, that's a repetition. Okay, that when there is something repeat, you must do the loop. So I have to repeat 4 times. So 1 2 3 4, right? Always do this. Let I equal to 1 if I is less than equal to, right, 4 time. Okay, 4 times, so that is what num time, and I plus plus. So now we know this loop will run num time, whatever num, 4 2 3, right? So what we have to do now, just add this or store this somewhere while the loop is running. So for that we must create a variable. Let's call it new string, right? Like that. That is empty string, and you call your empty string here and add this one. What is that? Q or go or tag, right? So it depends which function is running. For this function, Q is the string. So what I will do now, I'm just gonna add str. Okay. So the point now, right? See, it says return. Function should return a new string. You just need to return. Okay. Because after this loop is complete, here you're gonna get that q like this 4 times, or maybe go 2 times, right? Go like that 2 times for this function. For this one 3 time tag, right? So that's what happened. All right. So this, I mean, after completion of this for loop, you have this new string and return that. That is the ready data. The data is ready to go. String. So every time you call this function, what function does? Function will process all this, right, and give you back the new string. So here it will be replaced with new string, that is q like that. When function returns something, right, that is what added to your call wherever you're calling the function, in that place it will be the data what it returns. Okay, here always look at the data, right? What is happening there, and that is what you're gonna console log. Okay, so what I will do, I'm gonna get back to my function. So even here it will be replaced with go, right? And this will be replaced with tag, this data, because that is what the function returning. This function will run, it will go here, create a variable, do the loops, and return that data, and this function is done. What you have here is the data returned by the function. Always focus on the data, right? Okay, so that is done. Let's run this and see you get the answer, right? All right, so let's move to the next one. Product up to JS. So this means you just have to multiply. If you look at 24, basically 4, right? So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Last time we had one problem with the add up to, so this is product up to, exact same thing. Const product up to and function, and you just need one number called max. So now we have to repeat, right? To get number from 1 to 4, 1 to 5, or 1 to 7, we must do the for loop. So first I will create a variable. Okay, let product or let result, right, equal to 1. Why 1 here? If I put 0, right? So if you multiply something with 0, that will be all 0. So make sure you 1, because we're not adding, we're multiplying. Multiply must start with 1, right? Now for loop, let I equal to 1 again, and now, right, we're going to say if I is less than equal to max, because we have to multiply the max last number also. So let's make it equal to max and I plus plus. So first time will be 1, second time will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean the last number, right? 4 or 5 or 7, like that. Now result, and multiply equal to I, and finally just return, right? It says just return. Okay, should return the result. And when you call this function, this will return the number, that is 24. So you get here 24. Here you're going to get 120, and here you get 5040, whatever you get answer. So let's run this. So 24, that's the answer. So that's the function. Behavior of function is what? You define the function one time. Function is a piece of program, okay, to do certain things, right? So this function is just, the job of this function is to take a number and multiply from 1 till that number, right? Just sum up, product up, right? Multiply and give you back the result, whatever is the final answer. So write a function divide by either n1, n2, right? So write a function divide by either n1 or n2, right? That accepts 3 numbers. The function should print out all positive numbers less than max. So we have to print out all the positive number, right, which is less than max. So you don't have to consider max, okay? So what is saying now, right? You have number 1, number 2, and here is a max. So you start from 1 less than max, 1 2 3 4 5 whatever. So in this case 16, right? So you go 1 till 15 in your loop, and in that number range, right, make sure there are numbers which is divided by either 4 or 3. So 3 divided by 3, okay, 4 divided by 4, okay, 6 divided by 3, 8 divided by 4, 9 divided by 3, and 12 divided by both 4 and 3, that is fine, and 15 divided by 3, right? So you don't have to consider max, okay? So that's what we have to do. Let's write const divide by either equal to function. It will take 3 number, so n1, n2, max, right? And so I just need to check, right, and print. Here function does not need to return any value, no return, right? Just print. Fine. So I just do the loop, for loop, let I equal to, because I have to divide the number that is positive, right? Start from 1, 1 2 3 is positive number, okay? No need to put 0 there, right? If I is less than max, why I put max is 16, so my loop will go until 15, right? When it gets 16, 16 is less than 16, that will be false and the loop stop, okay? So just have to do it 1 less than 16. When there is 1 less than, right, or below the max number, then no need to put equal sign, no need here. Okay, so now, so I'll just test, okay, if I mod n1, right, is equal to 0, or, right, I mod 4, right, not 4 but n2 is equal to 0. So I'm checking now if this one is true or this one is true. So I have added 1 here. I need I, because I will be keep changing, every, for every rotation, right? I become 1 2 3 4 5, will go 1 less than max, means max is 16, the loop will run until 15, okay? That's it. And then if that is true, console.log I. So if this is true condition, one of them is true, right, then it will print I. That is all it will do. Let's say in case of 5 here, right, 5 is not divided by 4, either 3, so it will not print that. Even 7 it will not print. So let's run this. So the first case is 3 4 6 8 9. You see that answer exactly, and the second here is 5, because you have 7 and 5, so you go from 1 to 3, so it will start from 5 7 10 14 15, and that's it. That is all, because even you have 16 17 18 19, right, none of them is divided by these two numbers. So, and you can go only less than max, right, like until 90. Okay, so done. So let's start the C now, right? How many we have? I think there is only few. Let's complete this quickly. So whatever we have learned in A and B, C has the complex, I mean combined, right, from both A and B. So I'll just try to solve this quickly. Write a function divisible range mean max norm that accepts 3 number as a argument. Function should print all numbers between mean and max inclusive. See, This is important, inclusive mean and max. We have to consider 17 and 14 also, that are divisible by norm, right? So we have mean, max, and norm. So we have to print all the number starting from 17 till 40, which are divisible by 9. So see, last time we had start from 1 till the max, but now we have given the range, right? So our initial value start from this mean, go until max, and then find the number which can be divided by 9. So very simple. Simple means not simple, but you have to think, right? It's just the same logic what we have done the last time. Const divisible in range, and I'll write a function. So I have n1, n2, or I can call it mean, max, and norm, right? Norm. So here print all number, okay? No need to return. Function is not returning, right? Because when function returns something, then you're gonna see the console log here, because you can return something means what? The data, right? Some kind of number, string, whatever data, okay? Number, string, boolean, object, array, any data function can return. But in our case, just print inside the function. So every time you call the function, this function will do the job, print that number, and done. So I will write a for loop. Let I equal to mean, because I need to start from mean. I is less than equal to max, because I have to consider max also, and I plus plus. Now I will check if I mod, right, num, because I have to divide the number by num, is equal to 0. So okay, so that is all, right? Because I will start from mean 17, 18, 19, go until 40, right? In between that, between this number, not between, but consider inclusive 17, 18, 19, right? If any one of them is divided by 9, then print that. So that's it. If I divide by num, that is true, then we just print that. Console.log, and that should be I, right? That is my number. So let's print this. And you get 18, 27, 36, yeah, 12, 16, 20, and 24 also, right? So most likely something is, yeah, 24 means should be 24 also here. Okay, guys, because 24 divide by 4, right? 6 times. So that should be also in the answer. Okay, done. Let's move to the next one. Reverse iterate. Now reverse, right? We have to go, the last index, maybe 10, 9, 8, index from the last index to the first, right? Reverse index, or iterating here. So what question is saying, right? You print something, no need to return, but you print the character from behind, okay, like TORRAC. So that means our initial value will be the last index, and then you minus every loop, right? So let's do that. Const reverse iterate equal to function, and it just have one string, so I will write str here. So that is all I'm getting, right, to my function. When I call the function, I'm passing one data, that is string. So that string I will receive here now, right? No return or any data to store. So simple for loop. So how you going to construct the for loop, that is important. So let I, right, index, my index will be last. So how I going to get the last index? String dot length -1, correct? That will give me the last index. And now I have the number, right? In this case 0 1 2 3 4 5. That's the 5. Here I is 5. Okay, so I need to reduce by 1, right? But how far I can loop, how many times, right? That is important. So if, as long as I is greater than equal to 0. Why equal to 0? Because my first index is 0. That's why. Now I minus minus. Now console log. How I gonna print the string? String square bracket I. Now this I is 5. From here what I will get? T. Next time I become 4, I get O. Next time I become 3, I get R. Next time I become 2, I get R. Next time I become A1, I get A. Next time I become C, sorry, 0, right? I get this. Next time I become -1, now the condition here is until 0, so it will stop. That's it. So let's run this. So TO, right? Let's TO, there is 2RAC. Can see now. That is what happened. Okay, the point now, right? See, these things runs after every statement, right? Here is the statement after this, like I equal to whatever in the I -1. That is minus minus, right? Okay, even here, right? This is a shortcut, but I can do I equal to I -1. I can write that. That is okay. That is still okay. But we just put I plus plus or I minus minus, right? So that is one. If you just need to do one change, right? One value update means add or minus, then you can use I plus plus to increase by 1 or minus minus by to decrease by 1. Okay, but let's say I need to increase by 5, right? What should I do now? Then I have to do plus equal to 5 or minus equal to 3, you know. So that is how you write the assign. That's how you assign the different value, right? This is just assigning, assigning means giving the new value to the index, your variable. Okay, but always remember these things runs after last line of the code inside this block. Okay, let's go next one. Remove capitals, right? Remove capitals. Yes, so let's do that. Okay, I'm here, not in this C, right? Sorry guys, there is some disturbance. So I copy the code. So const remove capitals equal to function. This function accepts a string as an argument, so only one string. So we have to remove the capital, right? Anything's capital you remove. So yeah, fine. And then return, right? Look at here, the new version of string with all capital removed. So I have to return the string with all capital removed. Okay. So how I'm going to do that? So when you have to return something, right, always think how you're going to create that data, right, how you're going to preserve that one or store somewhere. So let new string equal to, for now, empty, right? And now I'm going to construct my loop. Because this is string, so I must go from 0 index, right, I less than string dot length and I plus plus. So I will start 0 1 2 3 until the length. Until means this I will be 1 less than the length. Why? Because length start from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, but index will be always just need 1 less. So I will be 6. I gonna get the last one also. So now I will check if, right, str I is equal to str. I need to just check, compare if they are equal or not, right? So str I dot to uppercase. Yeah, let's make it uppercase. So if this string I, right, equal to string I to uppercase, for example, this is not uppercase, okay, so they will be not equal, but this O, right, they are equal, because you have string I capital O, and this side also you're going to get capital O, right? But in this case is small o, here is small f, and here you're going to get capital of F, right? They are not equal. Okay, so that will be false. But what I will do now, right, just to make it within this if, I'll just make not equal to. So small f is not equal to capital F. That will be true. In that case, I'll just save that in my new string or concatenate, right? Plus equal to. Plus equal to means what? Whatever you have here, right, the last value, just add to that one, okay? What I want to add is string I. That's it. And then finally, when the loop is done, just return new string. So let's run this and see if this works. So this work, right? But the problem now, C, okay, CLR. So see, we don't get the space here, right? We did not get the space. You just ignore this space. But we need to print something like this also. So what we're gonna do now? So let's do one thing, right? Let's see if this will work. To lowercase, and then we just make equal, right? So if they are equal, then add it here. Okay, let's see if that will be fine. To lower here, I did mistake. Yeah. So see, just simple change, right? You can even do why I need to do uppercase? No need, right? Even you can check if this is lowercase equal to the lowercase. So all the lowercase will be true, F is lowercase, and you are checking lowercase, that is true, you add it. And same thing. But if this is uppercase and this will be lowercase, not true, it will be ignored. So things looks okay. Just experiment, right? Experiment, try to understand what we are doing. Okay, exactly, right? In the we have function, you just focus on data, right? And then also how you're going to write the loops. That is all you have to understand. How, what you getting here, what is that, right? When you do string I, we have to understand we're getting this first time, second time will be O, third time will be R, E. That is what we're getting, right? and here same for you are converting to that lowercase, then you comparing, you get true and false here. So that's how you have to look at. Okay, so next is power, raise power, right? So I'll just write function, not function, but const raise power equal to function, and it takes two number, that is base and the exponent, right? Exponent. So what we have to do is, let's say base is 2, right? So base multiply exponent times, okay? Times means 2 into 2 in 2 5 times, like this. And whatever you get the answer, you should return, right? So how are you going to multiply 2 5 times? That means this exponent times we have to run the loop, and then let result equal to, I will just put 1 here for now because this is multiply, okay? For I equal to, start from 1, right? And if I is less than equal to exponent time, and I plus plus. So it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4. It will go until exponent time, that is 5 times. That's it. That is how you write your loop, and then just call the result times equal to I, right? So first time 1 into 1. Okay, so now here is a problem, right? Not uh, not the result. Okay, we don't do the result, right? What we have to do is multiply this result the base time, okay? Base time, right? Base. So we have to do 2 here. Base time, okay? So 1 into 2, that will be 2, right? It will become 2. The first time it will become 2. Now 2 times again 2, that is 4. 4 times again 2, whatever number, and then again 2, and again 2. So whatever the result here, right, in your result, you keep, as long as this loop runs, you just multiply by 2. But in this case is a base here, so we have to multiply by base, okay? So that, you know, here 2, next time base is 4, next time base is 10, next time base is 7. So that is all, and then finally return the result. All right, so let's see now, right? It should work. So you have 32, 64, whatever, 10,000 and 49. So we have made the loops to run exponent time, and then in our storage here in the variable we multiply by base. So start with the 2, right? And that's it, things will do the job. Okay, next one. What is next one? Sensor E, right? Sensor E.js. So const sensor E equal to function, and then we have what we have here, string. So see, we have to return, right? Return the new string which is censored. The E is censored by star. Means you replace the E with star now and create this new updated string and return that. So that when you return the value, it will be here, it will be added to this, I mean, this function will get the new value like this, and that is what console log. So I need a place to store the new string. For now, string is empty for now, and I'm going to write a loop to get each character of a string. So let I equal to 0, I is less than string dot length and I plus plus, and then let, I mean, if I have to get character, right, first character, how you can do that? That's string I, not first, but when the loop runs, it will get the character, whatever character. For index 0, I get S. For index 1, I get P. 2 get E, and so on and so on, right? That's how you get the index. For every I value change, first time I is 0, so I get S. Just imagine I have string S like this in the character variable, okay? That is what I have, right? I mean, this will be replaced with this S. So now it's time to check if this character is equal to E, right? If that is true, then new string, what I will do, I will just add this character, not character. If that is E, that is true, I need to add star. But if that is false, then I still need to store my other string, right? Character. See, I keep this character here, so I can use here, I can use here, easy, right? So if that is equal to E, then I will add star. If that is not E, then else. That will be, if that is not E, this character is not E, right? For example, right now is S. For index 0, I get S here, like this, right? S. So it will make false. Then I will just add that S to my new string here. It will just add S. But when I get E, it will add star. Clear? So here will be check with character, because I just store this string in my variable character. So for every time I change, I will get new string, PEEDY. Every new I get the new one, and then I compare. Then if this is true, I will add star. Else I will just add this. So every loop for every index, right? This whole process repeats, and process repeats, and at the end I plus plus happen here. I plus plus. Okay, so that is clear. So let's run this. So I have to return, sorry guys, it must return the data after for loop. After, don't return inside, okay? After, return the new string. Because if you run inside here, right, that means every time, even in the first time, you're going to return that new string, and when you return something from the function will stop there. So it must be outside of the loop. So you can see now. Okay, good to go. So let's look at the last one. This is the fizz buzz, right? Fizz buzz. So this question asks, in the interview they will ask, right? Always there is a lot of, I mean, this is one of the famous question which will be asked in the interview. So what is saying feasibles? So in the feasible, there are different variants of feasible, right? If something is odd, print fees. If even, print buzz. Here is just asking you to print the number, right? So what question says, write a function feasible that accepts max number. So it accepts 18 or whatever max number as argument. The function should print all number less than 18 or equal to max, less than or equal to max. So we must consider this also, that are divisible either by 3 or 5, but not both 3 and 5, right? Function does not need to return any value, okay, because we are checking, right? So you just print, when you find the right answer, just print it. So print, I mean, you have to check if the number is divided by 3 or 5 but not both. So there are number, right, like 15. In here you're going to find 15 which is divided by 3 and 5 both, but don't print that, okay? So let's see how we can tackle this. Const feasibles function just takes one number, or we can call it max, because we're not storing anything. For now I'll just write the loop, let I start from 1, right? Because when you have a string or maybe array, every time when you need index to deal with, right, like in the string or array, you're going to see next array that is start with the index, okay, 0. But if not, you just do the 1, right? Because we have to do the number, check the number 1 2 3 like that. So start from 1 equal to max and I plus plus. So let I equal to, now what I need to do now, I need to check, right? Okay, so the loop is done. I have a I, so I will just check, okay, if I mod 3. So here will be a little bit confusing part. Just remember that. Let's check, right? Let's check this one first. If I mod 3 or I mod 5, if any one of them is true, right, then we get true here. Okay, we get true here, right? So the thing is, right, the problem is, but here even in the 15 you get true, and we don't want that, okay? So how are you gonna solve that problem? So let's say this is true, right? This is true. So what I will do, most likely I will put in the bracket here. Let's imagine I get true here, but I need to make sure I don't consider number which is divided by both. So in that case, I will put and here. I'll just add more complex check, right? Same thing, I mod 3 and I mod 5. Okay. So look at here now, right? This is, in case of 15, you get true. Okay, the problem I'm checking, but I'm not comparing with 0, right? Because they divide by 0. So that's good. And I check here also 0 and equal to 0. So this is true, correct? And just think about the number 15 for now, right? Just think about number 15. So 15 divided by 3, that is 0, true. And here also 15 divided by 5 or mod 5, right, equal to 0, that is true. So 15 you get true here and you get true here, right? That means the whole thing will be replaced with true and replaced with true. Okay, but what I'm going to do now, right? If there is a number called 15 and I get true here, but I will make it false. That's it. Okay, false, right? Now just think like this, because this if to be true, I must need true this side and this side. But in case of 15, I have true here and I get true here, but I make that false. But let's take another number, right? For example, 3. So now I just console log, just give me a second, console dot log. I will just print I for now. Just imagine 3, right, or 5. So 3 mod 3 equal to 0, that is true, and here will be false, correct? So true or false, this whole thing results in true, correct? I get true. Here I get true, and here I get false. So true and false will be false. This will be false, correct? And not false, I'm getting true now. Look at that, true. So I have true here and I have true here, true and true. So if become true, so I can print that 3. Example, the number I will be, just imagine, is 3 right now. Same thing with the 5. So any number, right, which is divided by one of them, 3 or 5, will return always true. If divided by both, here you get true, and you're making false that one, and that's why, and one side is false, one side is true, it will be false, so that will ignore. So that's the little complex checking, but if you understand that part, it's very good and done. So let's check now, right? F5, and you're going to print 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, but 15 is ignored. Look at that. 3 is okay, 18 is okay, right? Divide by 3. Okay, so now, so sometimes, right, in the fizz buzz, you're gonna get questions something like this. Let's say print fizz or buzz. Okay, just print fizz, right? If the number is divisible by maybe 3, buzz, or let's call it odd even, right? Even odd or even, okay? If the number is odd, and buzz if the number is even, right? Even, something like that. Odd even, right? But odd even, okay? But when we're gonna print both fizz buzz, okay? When, right? So that is one thing you can do. I mean, that will be simple, right? But let's think like this. Print fizz if num is divisible by 3, and buzz, comma, buzz if num is divisible by 5, and fizz buzz if the num is divisible by both. If the num is divisible by both 3 and 5. So the number will start from 100, right? From 1 to 100. So you have given, right? You can, your max number is 100. So just print fees and buzz. If number is divisible by 3, buzz divisible by 5, fees, and if both, then fees buzz, right? So okay, we will look at this in our class, but that is the one question mostly asked in interview. All right, I mean, simply it will be like this, right? Let's say function or cons, call it fees buzz 1 equal to function, it will take, just take a number 100, right? So you cannot put number 100 like this. So you can maybe just call it norm, okay? Whatever number you can pass is fine. So for loop, let I equal to 1, I less than equal to norm, and I plus plus. Now you check, right? If this norm is mod 3 equal to 0, then just print what? So what we can do now, okay, so let's console dot log is correct, and same thing do for the 5, right? Control G, five. So that will be buzz, okay? If that norm is divisible by 3 and 5, right? Both. If both is true, so equal to 0, then you print console dot log is buzz, okay? Like that. But the problem now, right? Let's say in case of 15, it will just print this one and done, correct? So let's run, right? Let's run. I'll comment this out for now and see the problem, because you have to understand this, right? How you're gonna construct this. That is important. So fees buzz 1. For now, I will just pass maybe 50, right? So let's see. So okay, we're calling this function, but there is no. So it print 50 times buzz whatever, right? 50 times. That's not correct. We just didn't get the correct answer here, right? I don't know how to explain that. You cannot see the whole, must we do in the maybe in the browser, right? But the thing is, if num mod 3 equal to 0, fees, but better, right? Check this one, okay? If one of them is true, then just do this, right? Because see, this will run, this will run, and this will run, all running separately, right? So that is not good. Okay, so start with this one. What I will do now, right? I'm just gonna do here. I will check this. If that is true, then fees buzz, right? I'll check else if now. Else if uh, I will do this test. Most likely, okay, let's call this here. else if, right? Why error? So if that is true, else if num mod 0 equal num mod 3 equal to 0 is right, and else again you check else if. So something is not correct. I don't know why I'm getting error here. So if num mod 3 equal to 0, that is okay. I don't know why. Else if you do else if again and check if num. So here we, the problem is we just checking with one num, right? We should be doing I, each number. That's the problem. Okay, I, that's what I did mistake. I, right? And again do the I. So okay, and if I mod 5 equal to 0, then you do console.log. What was that? Is pause, right? Was. So something is not correct. I don't know why I'm getting this error. Else if okay, oh okay, I forgot, should be space here, right? Else if. So let's run now and check. So see, every time you get fees bars, right? Here most likely 15 you're gonna get fees bars divided by both, So anything divided by both, always check first and then you check the individual one so that you don't miss this one, right? Because if something is divided by both and you check to the bottom, right, what's gonna happen? It will be divided by 3 and it just console log that and you're done, right? That means you're not printing this one. So that is one version, right? I mean, this is the one also mostly asks, and this will tells that how student can think if they can basically write the loops properly or not. Just logical thinking, right? Okay, so I will stop here for now.